Welcome to Stories of Black History, where we explore the people, places, and events that defined generations. Our mission is to educate, inspire, and celebrate the enduring legacy of Black history. Subscribe to learn something new with every story. Don't forget to like the video and click the bell to receive more Black history content. Without further ado, let's get started with today's video. What if the cool, conditioned air that whispers through our modern homes and offices holds a secret history? What if the technology we rely on to survive the crushing heat of summer was shaped by a Black inventor whose name has been largely lost to the winds of time? This is not a story of what ifs, but a story of what was. Frederick Jones, a brilliant, self-taught engineer. In the 1930s, he conceived a mobile refrigeration unit. It changed how we eat, and it laid groundwork for modern air conditioning. His journey, pure genius, relentless determination, and formidable systemic barriers of racism and economic exclusion. Today, in 2025, we pull back the curtain on this forgotten chapter. American invention is often told as a march led by celebrated figures, but that telling is incomplete. It omits countless contributions from those denied access to halls of power and finance. The 1930s for Black inventors was a time of profound contradiction, an era of great technological leaps, Jim Crow, redlining, pervasive discrimination. To illuminate a man whose vision of a cooler world ran headfirst into heated prejudices. To grasp Jones's achievement, first appreciate the world he sought to change, a world where summer heat threatened health, commerce, daily life. The air that cools you today descends from that revolution. It wasn't born in pristine corporate labs, but in the mind of a man who engineered a solution. Ingenuity knows no color, even when society insists on drawing lines. One person's idea rippled through history, making lives safer and more comfortable. As we delve into Jones's life and work, we're connecting past to present. The era's challenges, struggle for recognition, the fight against systemic injustice, the need for accessible technology. His mobile refrigeration was a precursor to compact, efficient cooling now vital in a warming climate. By learning his story, we pay tribute to a forgotten giant and see the link between innovation, equity, and our collective survival. This is more than a history lesson. It's a call to recognize hidden architects of our modern world. Before the hum of the air conditioner became the soundtrack of summer, the heat was an oppressive, inescapable force. Imagine the year is 1930. The sun beats down on the asphalt streets of a city, turning the air into a thick, shimmering haze that is difficult to breathe. For millions of Americans, relief was a fleeting concept. Families would drag mattresses onto fire escapes. Families would drag mattresses onto front porches. Businesses would hang wet sheets over doorways. The whir of an electric fan merely circulated hot, stagnant air. It offered psychological comfort, but did little to lower core temperature. This was a world dictated by the thermometer. During the day, the heat dictated the rhythm of life and labor. In factories, machinery generated formidable warmth. Workers were exhausted. Workers fell ill. There was a high risk of accidents. Productivity plummeted during the summer months. In offices, clerks placed damp cloths on their foreheads. Typists did the same, paperwork sticking to damp forearms. Hospitals were particularly grim, nurses fanning patients in a 1930s ward. Elderly patients suffered, infants suffered. Many died from heat stroke. The summer heat was a public health crisis, returning each year, claiming lives and slowing the nation's pulse. For Black communities, these conditions were compounded by systemic racism. Redlining maps show neighborhoods marked off. Housing was older, housing was more crowded, housing was less ventilated, landlords lacked incentive to improve buildings, families were trapped in brick and concrete structures that acted like ovens. Access to public pools was often segregated or denied. Loans for better fans were denied. Moving to leafier, cooler neighborhoods was out of reach. Surviving the summer was another battle for dignity and survival. The dream of artificial cooling began to take shape, but it remained a luxury for the ultra-wealthy. It was a tool for specific industries. Theaters adopted large, cumbersome air washing systems. Marquees advertised refrigerated air. Early systems were massive. They were expensive. They required complex duct and machinery installations. They were impractical for homes and small businesses. The world needed a solution that was effective, but also compact, affordable, and accessible. The stage was set for a breakthrough, waiting for an inventor with the vision and technical skill to imagine a different kind of cool. Born in Cincinnati, Ohio, in 1893, Frederick McKinley Jones was a man whose genius was forged outside the formal halls of academia. Orphaned at a young age, he was raised by a priest in Kentucky. He left his formal schooling behind after the 6th grade. His real education took place in workshops and garages where he spent his youth, driven by an insatiable curiosity about how things worked. He devoured every book he could find on mechanics and on electronics, teaching himself the principles of engineering with a rigor that surpassed many of his university-trained contemporaries. By his early 20s, he had already established himself as a go-to mechanic in Halleck, Minnesota, known for his uncanny ability to diagnose and fix any engine. Automobiles, the town's first primitive X-ray machine. Jones's motivation was not fame or fortune, but the intrinsic challenge of solving a problem. His mind was a restless engine of innovation. Before turning his attention to refrigeration, he had already developed a portable X-ray machine and famously a device to sync sound with motion pictures, which he sold to a local theater owner. He saw a world full of inefficiencies and puzzles, and he possessed a rare combination of theoretical understanding. His journey into refrigeration began in the late 30s with a simple conversation. Trucking owner Joseph A. Numero lamented losing a shipment of chickens to the heat. He casually challenged Jones to create a reliable refrigerated truck. While existing methods like ice blocks were failing, Jones saw a solution. He designed a durable, compact, and self-powered unit, inventing a new category of technology and forming a partnership that would change history. It was this practical, problem-focused mindset, honed over decades of hands-on work, that allowed him to see a path forward where others had failed. He was not just an inventor, he was a visionary architect of practical solutions. The technical problem facing Frederick Jones was immense. How do you create a robust mobile cooling system that can survive the rigors of the open road? The big ammonia-based chillers of the era were too heavy, too fragile, too dangerous. The alternative, loading trucks with tons of ice, was inefficient, messy, and offered no real temperature control. Jones's key innovation, a compact, self-contained mechanical refrigeration unit mounted on the truck, the visual Thermo King model. A blueprint engine and compressor in a single unit mounted on the front of a truck trailer. He abandoned bulky, stationary designs of the past and conceived a small, durable 4-cylinder engine to power the compressor, all housed within a single, shock-proof casing. A completely independent, road-ready cooling machine. Imagine strapping a household refrigerator to the outside of a car. It wouldn't last a mile. The genius of Jones's design, the Thermo King Model A, was that it was built for that punishment on the road. It could automatically start and stop to maintain a constant temperature inside the trailer, a revolutionary feature. For the first time, a driver could set a temperature, and the unit would do the rest, preserving cargo, ice cream, fresh produce. Frederick Jones's Thermo King was a workhorse. Using automobile engine know-how, he created a powerful, reliable unit that could keep a trailer sub-zero indefinitely. This practicality transformed trucking, creating the modern cold chain, a national network for fresh food. His compact, engine-powered design also laid the groundwork for the mobile AC in our cars today. Yet as a black man in the 1930s, he frequently encountered racism, with customers shocked to learn the engineering genius was a black man. Jones's talent was undeniable, but the social, legal, and financial systems of the era were stacked against him. He had to prove his competence where white inventors received immediate deference. The patent process was a daunting landscape, and discriminatory practices, like redlining, made securing capital nearly impossible. Without access to loans, brilliant ideas would wither. Jones was fortunate. His partnership with Joseph Numero was a rare exception, allowing him to secure over 60 patents. Many others were not so lucky. Jones's prototype was brought to market as the Thermo King, but his success was an exception. For every inventor who broke through, countless others were stopped by a system designed to exclude them, leaving immense talent untapped. Still, the effect of his mobile refrigeration was revolutionary. Before the Thermo King, perishable goods could only be shipped short distances. Jones's invention shattered these limits, creating a national marketplace and increasing the availability of nutritious food for millions. The benefits of Jones's invention extended far beyond the grocery store. During World War II, his technology was adapted into portable refrigeration units for military field hospitals. These units were critical for preserving blood plasma and medicines, saving countless lives on the front lines. His designs were so reliable, they were used in every branch of the military, proving his invention was a vital piece of infrastructure. However, the adoption of this cooling technology was not equitable. Access was initially limited to the wealthy, as the same forces of discrimination that created barriers for Jones also dictated who would benefit most directly from his inventions. As our planet faces escalating climate change, the legacy of Frederick Jones has never been more relevant. His mobile refrigeration technology is the direct ancestor of systems we now depend on to protect vulnerable populations and preserve our food and medical supplies. His story is not just a historical footnote. It is a blueprint for survival. The obstacles he faced are still present. To honor his legacy, we must dismantle these barriers and foster inclusive innovation. The next Frederick Jones is waiting for their chance. Reclaiming this history requires a conscious effort. We must call on our museums and schools to feature the stories of Black inventors like Jones. By telling these stories, we provide powerful role models and paint a richer, more accurate picture of our shared past. The story of Frederick Jones is a powerful reminder that a single brilliant mind can change the world. Let us carry his legacy as an act of inspiration, committing to a world where genius is nurtured regardless of its origin and where technology serves all of humanity. Thanks for watching, and before leaving, like the video, leave a comment, and if you have not done so, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.